When I was little, I spent all of my free time outside. I was constantly exploring or on the swings or having lemonade stands. I never felt the need to rush home and to go watch the newest episode of my favorite TV show or to go play video games for hours on end. I was simply content enjoying the time with who I was with and appreciating everything that was around me. When I got into high school, I first noticed the change in the free time, how we spent it. I was a camp counselor, and when I was a camper at the camp, everybody wanted to go hiking or go on the rock wall or go swimming. It was the most sought after and desirable activities. But once I became a counselor, the kids weren't interested in doing that anymore. They just wanted to go to the recently renovated rec room where they could play their video games and sit in silence. And I couldn't understand why parents would want to send their kids to camp and pay all this money just to have them not even interact with one another. It got so bad to the point that the camp ultimately had to shut down the rec room and ban all electronics for the duration of the day, just so that people would start interacting and really appreciating everything that was going on outside and interacting with the nature around them. In 1955, TVs first became prominent in households. 50% of American households had one. And they were your standard black and white 7-channel television. Today, however, 50% of American households have over 3 TVs. And all of these are in color with, your standard definition, high definition, some even have the 3D capability. And you have access to hundreds of channels at all times. And it makes it so much easier to watch TV for hours on end instead of really getting out in the real world and appreciating everything that's going on around you. And today, 2.8 hours of our time is spent watching TV. That's almost 20 hours a week that we spend sitting on a couch doing absolutely nothing and not even engaging with other people, not being social, not seeing anybody or anything that's going around us. We've gotten into the habit of looking through things through a screen instead of through our own 2 eyes. We can see this through cell phones as well. I know personally, whenever I have a spare minute or in an uncomfortable situation, I instantly grab my cell phone, check my text, check my email, check Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. We've gotten so much more comfortable looking at a screen rather than looking at each other. And instead of spending time having meaningful conversations, we receive gratification through the likes that we receive instead. Family dinners used to be so prominent in the past, and they used to look something like this. Everybody sitting around, laughing, having fun, enjoying time together. But instead of that now, we're seeing things more like this. No one's looking at each other. No one's engaging in meaningful conversation. No one's even having fun. Sometimes it gets to the point where you grab a tray, head to the living room, and go flip on your newest episode of Modern Family and eat in silence. No one wants to do that anymore. No one wants to have real conversation. And we're forgetting how to be social. And as we forget how to be social, we're forgetting how we used to be and how things used to be. We don't even appreciate on our walks to class anymore the beauty that's around us. We have our face buried in our phone. 7.4 hours a day is spent looking at a screen, whether it be a television set or a tablet or a Kindle or a video gaming system. And that's 7.4 hours that you could be having meaningful experiences. You could be engaging in meaningful conversations and building new relationships. And until we find the balance between technology and between our social lives, nothing is going to change. So I encourage all of you to step out of your comfort zone, put down the television remote or the cell phone, and really try to meet people and try to get back to the way things used to be and go outside and have a great time actually living instead of just watching other people live through the television set. Thank you.